Hello and welcome to chapter 229 of our streaming adventure. What we have for you today is a selection from The Wheel. The Wheel spun up Planeswalkers, and let's just say the first thing I did was try to find good performing decks featuring lots of Planeswalkers. I checked MTG Goldfish. I found some lists. They were interesting, but they weren't planeswalkery enough. And so I don't know exactly the cause, but I thought we could take that and we could turn it up a notch. And, well, that's what we've done. So, playing 22 Planeswalker deck, and especially because the wording on Interplanar Beacon says you get two different kinds of mana, I did try to focus on gold cards more than the regular ones. And so it's going to be a little weird, but certain people's suggestions from the wheel tend to be on the weirder side. Shout out to Steve. And so, yeah, I thought, if nothing else, this would be fun. So, before we get started, I want to say thank you to Mana Traders, sponsor of the stream, for letting me play wild piles of cards like this. Also, shout out to Swish Gaming. Team Swish is trying to get ourselves out there making a lot more content. So you can hit exclamation point YT Swish in the chat, I believe. Exclamation point YT Swish. Yep, and that will that'll take you to Swish's YouTube page where there's a lot of content going on right now. You can also find them on Twitch. I believe it is The Swish Gaming. So definitely give them a follow. I'm going to be starting to post my content. I'll take the streams after the fact. And hey, if you're watching me over there, come check me out when we do it live too. So really do appreciate you. But let's get started and jump into a Legacy League. Legacy League, Planeswalker Tribal. What do you mean you weren't the only one baited? I think... Okay, I don't want to speak too soon. I think there is the potential for some... I think we have the potential for some sweet plays. How about that? And the only walker that we are featuring multiple of is Karn, because Karn's my homeboy, and I think if all the other ones can keep us alive, I think Karn can win it for us. So that's kind of the plan. Our sideboard is almost entirely artifacts, other than 4 Force Negations. If we happen to go against certain matchups, we will get Force Negation in there to kind of help keep us alive. But yeah, otherwise we're probably gonna like draw a card, read it, and then just try to put it in play as fast as we can. Yeah, so overall, this will be interesting. One card that was suggested to add is this Atraxa. Atraxa has Proliferate, so it's going to be able to increase the counters on all our walkers. And let's see if something funky like that will do the trick. All right. We're on the draw against a Magic set. All right, they are keeping 7 cards in hand. What do we have here? We have 2 mana. Dakin Shadow Slayer, not a good one to accelerate out. I don't know. We have a turn 2 Narset, turn 3 card. I'll keep. Like, that's the interesting part about this deck is it's going to be like, nah, whatever. Preordained, sure. We might die a lot, but that's not what we're here for. We are here to make highlight level plays. Okay. Duretti. Create a colorless construct. So I cannot currently cast Duretti unless if we put Dakon on the Chromox. That might be better. This could be Doomsday. So the plan right now is likely to get Narset out there first. Yeah, that would make the most sense to me is if we can get Narset first and draw Force of Will off the top would be... Oh, no, not my Chromox! Not my Chromox! Got the heating pad here. We're doing our best to deal with these back spasms. So I am on a little bit of medication, so if we have a little bit extra of a good time, cheers to you. You jerk. What a colossal jerk. Well, there goes Narset turn 2. Yep, all I can do now is wait for... I hope they at least, like, paused and looked at our hand and started to read all the Planeswalkers, and they were like, what? Why? What? Ho, he has no chance to play... Yep, you got me. So, right now... I could play Saheeli. It's just... Oh, they might just be Storm. This could also be the Peer into the Abyss. I mean, it could just be legit Storm. Okay. Okay. Tutor. Go get... Crack it for 5. How much does the Peer into the Abyss spell cost? They almost went for it the wrong way. Really? I guess the question is, what does the other... Keep going. There's no way you go for Ad Nauseam if you have the other spells in your deck. It's a lot of duresses, rituals. It doesn't look like they actually have a kill yet. Because these Infernal Tutors, the Infernal Tutors don't... Ah, now they do. Boo, Lion's Eye, Diamond, boo. Yep. All right. So... So what changes? Probably we need... It feels like Prismatic Ending is not. I mean, what kind of stuff are they going to play out if they're not necessarily permanent based? They might play out a Wishclaw Talisman before they actually use it. All right, things I definitely want. I want all of these. So let's start by bringing in all of those. And then the question is, okay, well, what comes out? Because all these other things, I feel like I would rather have them as... I would rather have them as silver bullet targets. Prismatic Ending can maybe catch a stray Lotus Petal or something if they're not being clever, or if they are being clever and they end up leaving something hanging. I think Nicol Bolas Planeswalker might be a touch too expensive. They're like unlikely to have those. I have to remember what all of our things do. Take that out. Okay. Gonna go with a cross section of Planeswalkers. Yeah. Go like that. This looks pretty good. Keep. I have a turn 2 Karn off an Ancient Tomb. Not bad, not bad. Hi, Zara. You want me to play Painter? Unfortunately, that was last time. This time, my wheel has spun up that I need to play Planeswalkers, and that's what I'm trying to do. 2, 3... No, I can't play Izzet Signet yet. Ponder. Okay, so... And... we will go get a liquid metal coating. And pass to them. Yeah, that doesn't do what I want it to do. Okay. So let's start by... Okay. Abrupt Decay, sure. Let's get a Tropical. I'm not sure all the abilities on here. Other planeswalkers I control have the loyal abilities of Kasmina. Search your library for an instant. I don't really have many of those. Alright, so let's scry. We'll put that on the bottom. Alright. Do we have a card to exile our grave? Not off the top of my head. That doesn't mean we don't. Two, 4. Let's just go get a Mycosynth Lattice. Crypt, good call. Hey! Hey! We win! We win a game! Hooray! Pat ourselves on the back. Okay. So something like Ashiok that can prevent searching the library, that'll be a sweet one to draw. Yeah, otherwise I think we are just trying to get I'm going to put an Engineered Explosives in just for potential cleanup. Proactive cleanup. All right, so turn 2 Signet, turn 3 Walker, turn 3 on the draw, and destroy a non-land permanent. I'm going to say that's not good enough. We can keep this. And then of these two, spells and abilities your opponents control can't cause you to discard cards or permanents. Choose a non-land card and bring stuff back. So we will try to keep Tamio. Honestly, it's probably Prismatic Ending. I'll let that happen. Because either they take the Force of Negation, which they did. Yep. Is it worth fetching for the minuscule chance of drawing less land? Well, technically, I currently want to draw one more land. Therefore, I won't fetch. Because it's not like it's a shock land, etc., that I have to worry about. Because these are blue-green walkers, and I already have the Signet, I think I do white on one of them and probably red on the other one. Just for diversity's sake. Plus, this could get Portable Hole, which is a white card in my sideboard. It is an artifact. Excuse me. Bayou. So we've already seen that they have Abrupt Decay. Take the Signet. Most likely take the Signet. Because it's the acceleration. Which likely... Yeah. Or take the card that actually hurts you. Nice. Okay, so... What do I have more of? Red, red... I should have more green. I think I'm gonna hedge just in case. Pass the turn, see what they have. They could have another discard spell. They could also just think to go for it. They could have plenty of Lotus Petals. Based on that, I think we pitch Tameo because we can actually cast Kasmina, and we can't cast the other one. So they don't currently need to cash in the Lion's Eye Diamond. I think because I have yield all unless I can deal with it, it shows them that I drew something, which is annoying. Put that on the bottom. Okay. So as of right now, next turn I can make it 4/4. That's not bad. So make a 4/4, swing with it 4 times. Search your library for an instant or sorcery. Yeah, I don't have any good ones. I have Force of Will. So the question is, do I want to make a 4/4 and hope that can race over the course of 4 turns, or do I want to potentially set up my next card, which maybe that's better. We'll hit some mana there. Now the 1, 2, 3. The drawback would be 5/5 will take 3 turns to kill. 6/6 would take 3 turns to kill. So it's the same in either situation. So let's make a 5/5. Pass turn. It's an interesting draw. I'm going to take that. if nothing else, this will let me start representing force, you know. So currently this will attack them to... Attack to 6, attack for 7. Yeah. Get fractaled. Who knew? Who knew this was the best card in the deck? The power of fractals. Very nice. Very nice. Well, I gotta say, that started off better than a lot of these have lately. So, bravo for us. All right. Jump into the next one. Just trying to... There we go. I definitely just kind of put a lot of different... I just was kind of going through searching by Walker, and it was like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. This is actually... I had a Renin 6 and an Oko in there. Kind of wasn't thinking about it. And oh yeah, those are not legacy legal cards, sir. Can you please remove them from the deck? Oh, we won the die roll. Nice. Yorion revealed from their side. What does Yorion tell me? Death and taxes, potentially? Well, this hand isn't going anywhere, so... Okay. This is keepable. Until your next turn, prevent all damage that would be dealt to and dealt by target permanent. Put corruption counters. Gain control of stuff. We're going to keep this. Like, I think it's going to be easier to cast this one than that one. I'm going to need blue, green, and white. Blue, green, and white kind of excludes me from playing this one. That's my thought process. My thought is that they are like Death and Taxes style. So we'll find out if I'm right. The answer is no. They could be... Two, three... Now, if I were to Prismatic, I'm expecting something like a Sylvan Library. I was gonna say they might even be playing Teferi. Well, I'm playing Teferi. I would like to draw Teferi. Okay. They are very abundant growths here. So based on this, my thought is I'm going to Chromox next turn. Well then. I'm going to Chromox next turn on our way to Karn. I would like to imprint Kiora. We're going to go Tundra, Volcanic. Cast a Karn. They could just have Force of Will, etc. for this, which they did. Ice Fang Quaddle. Okay. Yep. Actual counterspells seem bad for us. Our lack of disruption. So this is a blue-green. We can DAC and plus next turn. Start digging for... I would say that's a lot of draw steps to not hit. Blue, red, colorless. This could be another counterspell. This could be straight counterspell. I guess my thought is it worth spending Prismatic Ending or try to get something better than an Abundant Growth? You know? Green, white, red, blue. Come on. Come on, Prismatic Ending. Oh, draw a blue card to force this through. Close. White, red, green, blue. Big bucks, no whammies. Of course they drew another one. Yep. I mean, if I could have at least had some decision, I probably would have gone with the ready there, but this is where something like Narset is definitely more powerful. Theoretically, they could have picked Yorion up there, but... Well, I have Hardcast Force now. That could potentially help, but we need to get rid of this Jason play. I see that as a bigger issue. One moment. right, we're back. It was just my dad calling, so I thought I should probably answer. He has been having some trouble with his lawnmower and leaf collector. Once upon a time, he had an issue that like the pistons like extend up to dump the thing, and he's an older gentleman, we'll say, and it's kind of hard for him to bring the weight of it down. So I tried to help out, and last time around I was able to just like basically just pull right down and close it. Well, with the injuries and stuff on my back, I'm not really out there and able to do stuff right now. So he reached out and they said take one of the pistons off and maybe it'll work for the other one. All right, so we know our opponent is drawing a counterspell because they Mystic Sanctuaried it back on top. Yep. We can see, is this the kind of opponent that will take, they would rather plus, or I should say, they would rather zero their Jace for the Brainstorm value than actually kill us. Oh, I missed. They had already picked up Yorion. Yeah, that's my fault. I missed that. So they're going to go +3 cards here? That's pretty gross. I think you snake one of them on the, one of them on the mountain, get the other one on that. I would have gone the other one on another forest. That's just me. Yeah. For purposes of our deck being slow and not necessarily maybe going to be able to win, especially against a active Jace, counterspell we know they have, 4 power threat, let's just save ourselves the trouble, right? So there are some sweet ones here. If we can get them to land, to be able to Nicol Bolas them or Little Teferi, stuff like that. Some of that stuff could be pretty sweet. Things that are probably less sweet. Once again, I think Dakon, exiling creatures. Exiling creatures is a lot less impressive. I guess here's the thing: what, if anything, do we want to sideboard in? Right? Potentially Force of Negation. I don't even see that necessarily as that good. Can copy an artifact or creature. I think there are going to be cards that Force of Negation is just better than. So let's look again. This is Planeswalker Tribal. 22 Planeswalkers in the deck. Instant sorcery, that seems okay. Kaya can exile those 1-drops. Saheeli, we killed our opponent in the first round by making fractals off Kazmina and then countering their spells. It was pretty great. Not gonna lie. The discard element of this is not so much of a big deal. I kind of want to keep everybody else. So I'm going to say 3. I'm just going to do 3. Potentially the engineered explosives. What would the engineered explosives be better than? I'm not sure. We didn't update the record. Yeah, we are currently 1-0 in this league with Planeswalker Tribal. Not so much this game. Oh, I forgot. I moved some of the features of the stream around. We have my team, Swish Gaming, and up above that is the MTG Bot record. So overall, going into game 2, the first time we have drawn an interplanar beacon. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, make some servos. I just don't think that's good enough. It'll be my on the play turn 3. I'll probably have already had to fire off a prismatic ending. Well, okay. Turn 1, land go. Turn 1, they do something. Turn 2, I prismatic ending it. Turn 3, I deploy Saheeli. Yeah. I mean, this is obviously not... I don't know if there are hands that are, quote, great in this deck. So let's not pretend there are. I'm just... Can I see this hand going somewhere? The answer is yes. Look at us. Drawn. So next turn... So if we put this out... Let's go get a Tundra. Give me that blue-red. Oh yes, always yield to interplanar beacon. I hope our opponent is reading this card. I hope our opponent is like, I'm sorry, what? Do I have to counter that? Do I really want to counter a Saheeli? The answer is yes, you do, chump. Spoilers, we have a Kiora Crashing Wave coming next turn. Carpet of Flowers resolves. You get 2 mana, and then I will prismatic ending it. Two green, really. They could have Endurance. Endurance would be... Sure. Yep. Now, what's tricky about this is I can't play both endings. Let's start with just one. Bing. Okay. They knocked me off curve. I can't play my Kiora the Crashing Wave on curve. Yeah, that seems terrible. Picked up their Yorion. I got to remember that. Picked up the Yorion. They have 5 cards in hand. So here's a thought. I could sit back and just do actual factual counterspell, because it's not like this is doing anything. Until your next turn, prevent the damage that would be dealt by... Nobody's doing that. I'm going to plus Kiora 3 times. Unlikely. Sure. And theoretically, this gives me hardcast Force of Will backed up by pitch Force of Will if needed. See, we don't have any of these, quote, good cards like Ponder and Brainstorm. I am just I am at the mercy of the top of the deck, and sometimes you draw Kiora, the Crashing Wave. That's just how it goes. Sometimes you're going to draw... I'm trying to think of another card. I have Kazmina the something. It's just how it works. You draw Kazmina. Uro. Yep. Theoretically, would have been worth countering. Maybe. Ho ho ho. Look at my domain. I should be playing things like Collective Restraint, Tribal Flames, Karn the Great Creator, white, black, blue. I would like to target that card. Got him. Abundant Growth, you got it. What's interesting, something like Kiora could hold down a Yorion. I'm going to say, is this like the cheapest value Yorion? Teferi. Well, that's troublesome. Pyroblast. Okay. Come on, Karn. I'm looking, like, what do I even get? Flash in Ice Fang Quaddle. Okay. So they're still holding a Yorion in hand, right? Uro, pitch to force. Okay, I can appreciate that. What's in our deck? I'm just trying to think, like, what has double mana costs in our deck? That's terrible news. I'll say it, double blue. I've got double blue covered. I think I've got enough blue. Blue, 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 blue. Oh, there's double black. We're gonna draw what's his face? Nicol Bolas off the top. Oh, come on. Let me get some Nicol Bolas. No, I would have to wait to deploy until I can protect with Force of Will, I think. And in the meantime, Jace is just gonna go crazy on me. What do you got? Ugh. Ugh. Gross. Gross, Teferi. Pick up. Well, that's greedy. Right on time, sir. Come on, man. I'll allow it. Yep. Yep. 5 cards in hand. At least one is a Yorion. And you could get the value here. You could reset. Well, Jace doesn't lose anything. Teferi would actually go up. Draw the card off the snake, and maybe you do. Barf. Oh, Monastery Mentor, you do me wrong. Nice hand. Come on, somebody. I just want to play cool Planeswalkers, man. Come on, man. Yeah, whatever. Grumble, grumble. All right. In the sake of... Gross. In the sake of everybody's sanity, I thought I would, skip ahead. Because that probably... Well, that wasn't going to end well for me, so let's just go have more fun. And by more fun, I mean let's play against more people and cast more Planeswalkers. That's what I mean by more fun. All right. If you're watching live on Twitch, I want to say thank you. Consider following the stream. If you're not already, it's free to do, and it does help support me. If you're catching this as a video later, I will post on Twitter when I'm going live and stuff like that. You can also join my Discord or follow Swish Gaming as well. There's a lot of good content over on that website. All right, we are on the draw here. And we've got an interesting one. We have an early removal spell that we can't play. I mean, I would consider it otherwise. Whatever. We're here to play Planeswalkers. This could legally play a Planeswalker turn 3. So. Oh, that's bad. We're going to get Reanimator. Uh-huh. So as long as we don't die here... I can now pay the Chancellor tax. If they'll make me discard, but... See, what kind of nonsense? I'll let this happen. They have to take force, and then we're racing to hit Teferi in time. Because of that, I likely need to fire off Prismatic Ending next turn. I hope their reanimation spell is like Animate Dead, because then maybe I have a chance. You know what I mean? Exhume. Yep. That one happens. So they've seen all of my wonders. And they're like, Interplanar Beacon? Interplanar Beacon? Come on, Lightning Bolt. Let's get him. Yeah. Okay. Like, I'm not dead yet. that doesn't bode well for things if they can bring back Ashen Rider, because that will exile my land. And because of that, do I not lead Prismatic Ending? No, because I... See? Look at this. Come on. Maybe I should have forced, because I could have paid for it then. They might not have gone for it. Yeah, we lose that one. Reanimator with Chancellor. Alright, so, once again, we're going to want our Forces of Negation. So then the question becomes, what are, like something here like Dakon? Dakon exile a creature? That could be good this time. The discard of, which one was it? Tameo, not being forced to discard or sacrifice, that could be good. Kaya, only targeting the one casting cost stuff, not so good. So that can be one to come out. Duretti maybe could do tricks. A quick Dovin could stop their quick spells. I think Nicol Bolas is ambitious. I'll say ambitious. Atraxa. Also, we'll continue to use the term ambitious. I like the graveyard removal one. So I'm going to go with that variety. We're going to keep prismatic endings to try to hit various stuff. Yikes. Ugh. 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 Keep. I have to put 2 cards back. Hello. This is the wheel spun up Planeswalkers. So I have a 22 Planeswalker deck. Yeah. I don't know. I thought it'd be cool. 2. I mean, the one we're closest to is honestly... It feels that way, but it's not. I don't want to pitch Jace, so I'm going to send Jace back. We are so going to die, though. If we could draw... No, Chrome Mox doesn't even do it. Because Chrome Mox, I don't have the card to imprint unless I imprint Force Negation, which would be pretty funny. I'm not doing too well. I've got a lot of back pain. I actually had back spasms the other day. And because of that, I've been taking some medication. And I've got a heating pad that I'm sitting on as we stream. So, if I'm a little loopier than normal, that's why. But to be fair, I'm a little loopy in general. Yeah, I'm trying to do the groceries Saturday morning so I could get back for a tournament. And I unload the cart at Costco. I'm pushing the thing, and then suddenly it's just like, nope, just get wrecked. Just out of the blue, I got wrecked. All right, give me black-red. Look at me, casting Planeswalkers. Okay. I will make a defender. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's getting old sucks. For sure. Sacrifice an artifact if you destroy an artifact or creature. Okay. So if they make a big Gristlebrand or something, I could theoretically try to stop it. Show and tell. Unfortunately, show and tell does not include planeswalkers, which is BS. I would just like to point that out. Yeah, sure, whatever. You got a Gristlebrand. Like, that's good. It's good. Yep. Yep. Come on, let me Duretti a Gristlebrand. That would be kind of cool. I don't really expect it to happen, but it would be cool. More show and tell. Oh well, I still don't have anything. Sorry. Archon of Cruelty. That's really mean. Make me discard the I can't discard or sacrifice one. Oh, see, now they're just... What a bunch of jerks. I dare you. Grissom, of course. Go for it. Play something else. I'm out here trying to have a good time, trying to show the people what 22 Planeswalkers is all about. Are you unmasking yourself? First of all, how dare you? All right. We don't need to see our opponent playing with themselves. I mean, some people can take care of that elsewhere. Yeah, Aaron, normally it's a sideboard swerve that if you're expecting a bunch of, say, graveyard hate, you will have show and tell to give you... Show and tell gives you a different plan around graveyard hate. We won the die roll. What do we got? We have so many cards. We have an Ashiok. We have a Dovin, Hand of Control. We have a Kazmina. We have a Prismatic Ending and a Force of Will. These are all legal Magic cards. Mulligan. Oh boy. Oh boy. Gaia Drone Dihada. Nicol Bolas Planeswalker. And 1 land. Oof. Keep. Put 2 cards back. 1, 2. I hope this all works out. Turn 1, Wasteland. Got him. Dear... Yeah. I intend to play in the Legacy ones. We are going to JP's wife's family for Thanksgiving, so based on the schedule, I will be playing in 0 vintage ones. It's a little sad, but that is just how it works out this year based on scheduling and everything else. So I'm going to try to play in all 3 of the Legacy ones to make up for it. Now, I will not be playing this deck. I can guarantee that much. That at least we know that I will not be playing Planeswalker Tribal. You know, unless we really have a turnaround here. Yikes. Okay, so hear me out. I could exile We're going to play Chromox. We're going to imprint Kaya on Chromox. Don't counter my Chromox. Really? You don't even know what I'm trying to do. That's just mean. Yeah, sure. Sylvan Library way. That is true. The bullshit alert probably went off once they see a Chromox. They're like, all right, they mulligan to 5. They passed the turn, and now they're playing Chromox? Aw, hell no. I imagine that is the conversation our opponent had in their own head. Chromox? Aw, hell no. It's just like that. That would be pretty sweet if we can get that. Come on, land. Come on, land. Did I say come on, Kazmina? No. No, I did not. I don't even know if there is a name for the positions this deck can get into. I mean, when you are nickel bolus planeswalkering, that is some freaky stuff. That is some freaky stuff right there. Yawn. Just another Jace that I can't beat. Nope, you don't get to see the cool stuff in my deck. Nice try. Nice try. Alright, that was bad. Once again, prismatic endings. Probably going to be pretty good. I mean, prismatic ending is one of the most powerful removal spells it feels like there has been in a while. I've definitely been watching a lot of modern streams recently, and prismatic ending does a little bit of everything as long as you can cast it, right? So if they are Bant Splash Red, Dakon could do some stuff. Once again, Saheeli probably not so great. I think Kaya could be pretty sweet there. Vraska might not be what we want. I mean, this one looked cool. That's why it's in the deck, but I don't think it's cool. Atraxa. I want to cast Atraxa at least once. We're keeping Nicol Bolas in. We're going to cut a card. Come on, baby. We won the die roll. Huh? It's better. So they mulligan to 6 as well. We have pass. I think I start with Tundra. Here's the thing, though. I don't necessarily want to... I was going to say, get something that can cast Dovin, but technically everything in our deck can cast Dovin. All right. I think I do want to thin some lands out, though. And I'm looking long term towards casting that Teferi. We're a little bit away from this one. I'm going to go toward being able to play Hardcast Force Negation instead of running out Ancient Tomb. We'll see how that pans out for him. Okay. Oh, hello there. Hello. Karn. May I have a Karn, please? Force of Negation, pitching Force of Will. Funny that you say that. I have a Force of Will, pitching a Force of Negation. Now, would it have been better for me to pitch Narset there so that I still have Force of Will, or I still have a Force protection going into the next turn? Potentially. So we still lose Karn. But we're getting pretty close to... I mean, they're down to 3 cards. If we hit a land, we can start... We get to unlock Teferi potentially. That'll be pretty sweet. Come on, baby. Snow-covered plains. So I definitely think they are that Bant, Splash, Red. And I am here playing the mediumist medium in the world. Is that enough? 2. No, I can do it next turn, though. 1, 2. I can get to 3 mana here. You gain 2 life. Yeah, I'm still short. Let's just get that going. I do think what likely made more sense... Well, no, because then I would be sitting on... They would have no Sylvan Library, and I would have nothing. If I would have not pitched the Force of Negation, if I would have tried to keep an extra counter in hand... Okay. I'm going to play some weird ones, not going to lie. It's too bad you can't, like, shotgun people. That'd be awesome. I kind of want to get something in play, although if anything would have resolved there, probably would have rather gone with Teferi, to be perfectly honest. Maybe I should have. I mean, the fact that they had something to disrupt anyway. Sure. What's interesting is Narset theoretically can shotgun this Endurance in the face. That'll be pretty funny. Narset takes it. All right. So the question now. One, two, four. One, two, three, four, five. See, the thing is, I don't know if they played Days. Hard Cast Force. Okay. I was looking to set up, what do you call it there? If we could have gotten Portable Hole could have eaten the Sylvan Library. Although they've gotten plenty of value out of that Sylvan Library, so it maybe does not matter to the same degree. They'll probably finish off Narset here. Yep. And may I have a Teferi? Nope. Pass turn. This could at least go get me. Well, see, here's the question: do I get green or black? The other thing is that you just wait. You wait to see which is more relevant. Still greedy over there. It's impressive. The amount of greed is impressive. I wish I could punish them. I can't. Now, that feels especially strange to not spend your colorless of snow-covered plains on Uro so that you would have either a green or a blue available to you on the flat. Yeah, you don't tap your snow-covered forest there. You tap your snow-covered plains instead, and you could have potentially flashed it back. Yeah, that's just greedy. So now the question is, we force them to bring that one back. Okay. Of course. Why wouldn't you? Maybe they'll misclick and lose the rest of their life total. That'd be awesome. Maybe they counted wrong. Maybe they're just too greedy. Carpet of Flowers, sure. Because sometimes that mana just ain't enough. We'll go to 5. You regrow Uro. We die. Is there a Planeswalker? Because I'll be totally honest, I don't know what all the Planeswalkers in my deck do. But is there a Planeswalker? 1, 2, 3, 4. We could get an Ensnaring Bridge. We could draw a Karn. We draw a Karn into Ensnaring Bridge. That is a legal Magic the Gathering play. They also are holding 4 counterspells, but Tropical Island, that's not it. All right. Well, we're cruising right along as we head into match number 5. Things started so promising. We got that game. We lost the first. Well, that's not true. We lost the first game, but then we came back in that first round. We put a W on the board, and we haven't had any W's since. We haven't even won a game since. So nothing against Steve. See, now maybe Steve is the bad influence in that he gives me the idea, and I'm like, yeah, I could get weird with that idea. Where if he just gave me a normal idea, it wouldn't be a problem, and then I would just play something normal, like I do. Yeah, we should probably not answer that one. But oh well. Round number 5. Are we on the play? Are we on the draw? Do we have an opponent? I would hate to go up against somebody that's trying to do like the match fixing, if you're familiar with that. Like it's normally like a deck full of commons or whatever. So I just think it would be funny. Oh, we're on the play. Ooh. This is a real one. Keep. Hey there, Zyphon. The big meta decks. Blue-red Ragavan combo with Doomsday. I mean, you pretty much nailed it. Those are definitely the big decks. Beyond that, some version of lands. Whether it's straight like red-green lands, you'll see like green-white depths. I think Death and Taxes is something you have to respect as... I think Death and Taxes is something you have to respect as in the top tier. You cannot Thoughtseize away my Nicol Bolas Planeswalker right when I'm going to get a chance to cast it, man. Well, okay, that's not true. I can get 2 different colors off the beacon. I still have to get... I have to get black from somewhere. And I think I'm neglecting the 4 colorless part there. Just saying. But thanks for chiming in, Zyphon. I do think there are lots of... That's what I like about Legacy, is there are normally lots of choices, but at the same time, things are a little constrained due to the popularity of Ragavan. Dakon Shadow Slayer. That is definitely true. Legacy is very expensive, but it's the kind of thing that you can use Magic Online for. That's the big thing I do with Mana Traders. It lets you rent different cards. So, yeah, definitely. Come hang out on Sundays. That's the other thing. Sundays at Galactic, you can proxy up decks too, or people will let you borrow stuff. It's just we're trying to get people to have a feel for the format, you know? All right, give me blue-black. And give me white-blue. Ooh, got that sweet interplanar beacon trigger. Yeah, definitely. If you want to join us at Galactic over on 28th, I got to contribute to the commentary one week. Then I threw my back out and I basically laid on my couch the next week. But we would love to have you. All right, so Surveil. Blue, black. I don't have red available to me. Oh, I don't need it. I can get black and red from Interplanar Beacon. So I'm going to throw... Yeah, definitely. You can proxy anything that's reserve list. I think I might actually put that on top with the plan to draw this, and we're gonna have a little thematic story time because Gaehon Dihadra is the one that cursed Dakin Blackblade. So we're gonna have a little bit of weird thematic stuff going on here. Plague Engineer, you got it, buddy. Servo. Ha! Yep. Okay. So, I can generate... I need black, red. Okay. Blue, black, red, white. Okay, I need to read this card because I don't know what this card does that I'm casting. I just knew that it was gold card, so I put it in the deck. Nice. I like Richard Kane Ferguson art. He's pretty sweet. Each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. Put a corruption counter on a creature or planeswalker. Sign me up. Okay. Bam. You have been corrupted, you Plague Engineer. I will surveil. Graveyard. I mean, I probably want this card, but I'm willing to throw it in the graveyard. So I've used my Planeswalkers. Planeswalkers activate. I love that our opponent is potentially reading lots and lots of our cards. Because to be fair, I am reading lots and lots of my cards. Yeah, you better attack that Dakon. Famous last words. Unearth. Oh, cycling it. I was like, oh no, what's coming back? Castle Lochthwain is pretty sweet. I want a Castle Lochthwain. Alright, so we drew Misty Rainforest. What are these abilities? Gain control of a creature until end of turn? That sounds terrible. Bam. Look at that! I have corrupted the Shadow Slayer. Surveil. Uh-oh, here comes Kiora. Put that on top. I'm going to have the unlikeliest collection of Gatewatch that you ever did see. Got my Dakon Planeswalker. I got my Gia Drone Dihada. I got my Kiora. I got it all. I've got it all. What do you get the person that has it all? Interplanar Beacon. That's what you get them. Come on in. You got me. No blocks. Ooh, Dark Confidant. That's a good one. All right. So, step one, we'll crack this. We will get... I'm already down a Tropical Island. We'll actually get a Tropical Island. Look at me, just corrupting away. Give me that sweet blue-green. Yep. Play a Kiora. +1. That. Surveil. I do not want these cards. I could probably take a Force of Will. I'll take a Force of Will. My opponent says, amazing list. I said, yeah, it's a wild one. All right, Dark Confidant, Turok. Is this the one that you kick? Pro white, if your opponent discards a card, put a +1/+1 counter on Turok. When Turok enters the battlefield, if it was kicked. Okay. So, Dark Confidant, does it take out Dakon? Yep. Dakon down. So we draw Force of Will here. Do they have instant speed shenanigans? Okay. So my thought here is... if I gain 7, I steal their cards? That seems amazing. Or I could just keep burning them. I'm going to do that. And... does that deal damage? No, it's lose life. Otherwise, that'd be pretty sweet. What do they got for me? They flipped an Urborg. Got it. Urborg would be interesting. Yep. Kiora's going to take some beats. Let's see if they cast anything else. They could be casting Turok here. Yeah. So the question is, do I want to steal this? No, I'm going to counter it. So we'll counter that. Oh, we were going to draw Trexa. We wouldn't have been able to cast it, though. All right, so does anything change? I mean, they obviously had a bunch of creatures, so a lot of this stuff, I mean, Narset might not be as good, but it would mess with the lands they had there. I think Tamio would be pretty sweet. We still have our Karn package, Prismatic Endings. I mean, once something's in play, there's not going to really be much they can do about it. And I like that part of it. Kaya might not just be that good, because it's not going to hit... They don't really have small stuff. So that could be a force. Kazmina is... Ashiok? Once again, graveyard-centric. I don't really know that they were doing anything there. Yeah, Narset might be weak, but I think I'm going to keep Narset. All right, what do we have here? I can get a blue-white off Misty Rainforest. I really don't have much here. Depending on what they do, this Gaedrone... Well, these are our only Underworld Seas. If they him to Turok us, I might have to protect my lands. Yeah, I maybe should have led Underground Sea. Not thinking about him to Turok effect. But really? I am allowed to keep Force of Will. Maybe because if I want to protect it, it's at the cost of a powerful Planeswalker. That could be. If this is him, yeah, do I choose what I discard, or do they? Force Underground Sea. That's bad. They pitched an Urborg. I was not thinking about the fact that they have an Urborg in play. Black, blue, white. I can exile that. Let's get a red and a white. Tundra. And we're going to ending Liliana for white, blue, black. White, blue, black, 3 colors. Ding! Next turn, unless they knock it out of our hand, next turn we have a Gaia Drone. Okay. Blue, red, black, colorless. I will corrupt Liliana. See, this is like, oh no, do I have to kill my own Liliana? Right? Like, what if I steal your Liliana? They have to go plus plus. I have to go plus plus. But then they get it before I do. Yeah, that's true. I need something that would let me... I need, like, Atraxa and the mana to cast Atraxa. That's what I need. That also works. Mill 2 cards, then you may return a creature from your graveyard to your hand. I don't currently have a creature in there. But would I want a -3 my guy to do it? Let's exile Liliana. I could have also stolen it. Maybe I should have. Yep. Dark Ritual. The well-known legacy matchup of Gaia Hone Dihada against Mono Black, just playing it out like it always does. That's a good one. I love myself Helm of Obedience. That's going to mill me a lot until you steal Atraxa. Do not steal Atraxa off the top of my deck. Goodbye, Karn. All right. I got 7 more activations. I'm just lucky I have so many cards in my hand. Or this could have gone way bad. Or I should say, I have so many cards in my library that they won't be able to quickly mill me out. Nice work. Nice. I like that. Bravo. Would be put into. Yeah. We die to Dothy Voidwalker. Ouch. Well, that sucked. So our opponent makes us discard stuff early and then comes back. I feel like Narset can go out. Let's get engineered explosives in here just for something to get like it in play first. I don't know. I mean, we didn't play the chalices that the original deck had, and maybe that's the problem. Oh boy. Oh boy. We are trying our best though. Hey, if you're watching the stream and you aren't already following, please consider giving us a follow. It does help the channel. If you're watching later on a various form of recorded entertainment, I think YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment about what I'm doing wrong. And like keeping hands like this. Yikes. What can this do? Turn 2 Karn. Turn 1 Coalition Relic, turn 2 Karn. Keep. Ship. Done. Yep. I'm going to imprint Force of Will. I'm going to cast a Coalition Relic. Let's see if our opponent has like turn 1 ritual. Oh, I meant to charge it and I did it wrong. I floated a white instead of charging it. Bravo, Jeremy. Nice work. And what do we got in the sideboard? 2, 3, 4. We're going to get a Mycosynth Lattice. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't need to get it yet. I don't want to get it yet because then they could make me discard it. I'm just going to wait till next turn to get the Mycosynth Lattice, I think. I think that is a smarter approach. Yep. See? We played around it. Still had all these. Yes. I would like a Mycosynth Lattice. I would like to cast a Mycosynth Lattice. So, that just happened. Once again, I think this might be the third one in a row that we took some questionable play and ended up with a 2-3. Now, 2-3 is obviously not ideal. When you enter a league, if you go 3-2, you not only break even on play points, but you get a treasure chest and stuff like that. So going 2-3 means you get half your money back. But hey, the fact that I had Atraxa and Nicol Bolas Planeswalker in my deck, and I only lost half my entry fee, I think that was pretty good. The fact I'm also medicated and I have my heating pad going over here, yeah, man. Life is pretty sweet. So, thank you very much for joining me today. I look forward to the next time that we spin the wheel and we come up with something a little strange. Actually, the next entry is for a player that I need to reach out, and I haven't been able to get contact with them on what they would like to see. So, normally, Wednesdays will be when I put out the content on stream for the wheel. So we have till next Wednesday for me to reach out to them. Otherwise, I might have to go to the next person in line. But I appreciate you spending your time with me. Once again, you follow the channel. You can find me on Twitter. You can join my Discord or the Swish Discord. Come check out our content. We're putting it on for you, and we hope you like it. So, I appreciate it. We'll see you guys next time. Good night. Or good afternoon. Good evening. I don't know. I normally stream later. That's why I said good night.